Hello, male and female viewers. So, we're back for video number 2. I'm super excited for video number 2. This video is we're going to get into um all of what spirituality is about. So, I didn't really know exactly where to start because spirituality is so huge. There is so much involved when it comes to spirituality. So, in order to keep me on track, I made notes. I made notes. Just for you. I made notes. Well, anyway, let's jump right into it. But before we do, let's take a moment. Yeah, that means we're going to breathe it out. So it doesn't matter where you are, just stop and we're going to just breathe one good time. Deep breath, okay? So one good time. We're going to inhale the good, the possibilities, the all that today has to offer. Let's inhale. And we're going to exhale. And while we're exhaling, we're just saying goodbye to stress, frustration, sadness, anger, whatever negativity you have hanging on your shoulder, let's just pluck it off. Goodbye to that. Okay, so let's begin. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Anyways, so the first thing I want you guys to understand is I want you guys to understand that we are spirits living in a body. So you're a spirit, your mom's a spirit, everybody in your family is a spirit, your dog's a spirit. Every living thing is a spirit. We don't have a spirit, we are spirits. And when you're doing this spirituality, I know that part is like really hard to understand for some people, but that is what we are. We are spirits inhabited in this body, going through an experience. Everything we go through is an experience, and it's very important that you understand that. It's very important that you understand that we are spirits going through an experience. That's what we are. Because this is an experience, we should want to have an enjoyable experience, but most of us are always like, oh my god, like, why did I even, oh my god, today's gonna suck. I just know it. Oh my god, I didn't even want to get up today. Like, work is gonna suck. You know, we go day to day doing that, just dreading the fact that we have to live. We don't want to die, but, you know, like, our life sucks, you know. So, we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. Okay, so I'm gonna be serious now. We are more than what we see physically, and that's why I said that we're spirits and everything, because we are more than what we physically see. I am more than a female. I am more than a mother. I am more than any title I have ever had. So, why can't we have a great experience? Why does this experience suck? Because I wrote down some reasons. Let me tell you what I wrote down. Okay, so some of the reasons why we are not having an enjoyable experience is because we are living in fear. We're living with stress. We're living with worry. We doubt. We second guess ourselves all the time. We're hateful. We're very envious of one another. And I'm sure there's more, but those are the reasons why this experience hasn't been the best one, hasn't been one that you'd want. Um, so and some of the reasons why we're missing out on our blessings or missing out on signs that are right in front of us is because we're worried about what bills need to be paid. 9 times out of 10, if you're like me, every bill is due on the first of the month, which sucks because you're stressing on whether you've saved up enough or whether your next paycheck is gonna cover all the bills that are due. And then of course, if you run short, then you're stressing about which bill that you're actually going to pay. Are you going to pay rent? Are you going to pay electricity? Are you going to pay your car payment? Are you going to pay water? Are you going to pay the miscellaneous, the cable bill, you know, and so on. So that's what we're stressed about. And of course, we're stressed about bills. And if we're stressed about bills, we're definitely going to be stressed about money. And so to be we're forced to be living in this negativity because of, yes, stressing, worry, doubt. All that is negative. If it isn't positive, if it isn't happy, if it isn't joy, if it isn't love, it's negative. So yeah, we're forced to be negative, and what I mean is that all that we go through on a daily basis is more negative than positive. So, that saying, the good can outweigh the bad. How can that be when there is so much negative, so much bad going on, and about that much goodness happens throughout our day? Well, that's because we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it because we're so focused on the negativity that the goodness looks about that big versus that. Okay, so this is the most important thing that we have to realize. This is the secret. Are you ready for the secret? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, so the secret is everything is a choice. No, no, yeah, it is. Yes, everything you do is a choice. Your reaction, the things um your reaction to the things you decide to do. Everything in life you choose to do. I know it sounds super weird because some things seem like it's out of your control, but we do have a choice and we make choices every day. So, literally, everything that we do is a choice. Okay, so I'm gonna go back just a little bit because I want to throw a point out that I may have missed. Okay, so when we another reason why we are always missing out on what's going on right here and now is because we're not living right here and now. We're not. Some of us are living in the past. What happened yesterday? What that girl said to you 5 years ago? You know what he did yesterday? Like we're thinking about the past, we're planning for the future. So, of course, we're thinking about our future and we're thinking about our past. So, we're either living in the past or we're living in the future, but we're not living here and now. In order to live here and now, you can't be worried about the past and you can't be planning for the future. You have to think about what's going on right here and now. Sure, it's good to plan. And I'm not telling you, I shouldn't have said don't plan. So, okay, what I mean by don't plan for the future is that the future is always changing. What you did yesterday affects what your future today. So, the future is always changing, so you really can't plan into the future. You can set a goal, but you can't really plan for how your future is going to go because the future is always changing based on what you do now. So, in order to have a promising future, you have to start now with today, what you do today. So that is where people kind of like mess their life up because and I'm one of them. So when I say people, yes, I'm included in that. So what we do is we're so busy planning for our future. Did you get that? Yeah, because we can do that tomorrow. Because let me see what I'm doing that day. Okay, yeah, we can. Matter of fact, we can do that 2 years from now. We can do that 2 years from now. We be good. We can plan that trip for 2 years from now. We're always thinking about our future, but our future is literally irrelevant because tomorrow isn't promised to somebody. So that person that you're planning your future with could unfortunately not make it to the future. Waste of time and energy, I'd say. Same thing for the past. You're living in the past. You can't go back. There is no time traveling. You can't go back there. It's done. Let it go. Leave it alone. Like you're putting all of your time and energy into yesterday, into the past, into tomorrow, into the future. when we need to be bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. We need to focus on now, right here and now. What's happening today, what's happening this very second is what we need to really give our time and energy to. When we do that, we will start to see a shift, and we will. Like when you don't think about tomorrow, and when you don't think about yesterday's drama, today is a new day. You can be who you want to. You can be who you want. You can do what you want. You literally are limiting yourself, and you're putting a pause on today's blessings because you're not worried about today's blessings because you already have it in your mind that today is going to go a certain way. So you're literally living your life based on that thought of how today is going to go. So if you wake up thinking like, "Oh my god, today is going to suck. It's Monday." Today is going to suck because it's Monday. And that's that's how you're going to go your whole day. With that, today is going to suck. It's Monday. Oh my god, that dread. So that negativity is going to continue to pull you down, and you're going to miss out on that slight chance of happiness that's just going to breeze by you just like that fast. It's going to go by that fast. You see that whiff in the camera? It's going to go by that fast. So what you need to do is just you need to stop and take a moment and just inhale deeply, exhale, and release all that negative that's just clouding your judgment and clouding your views, because happiness happens all the time, but you have to be willing to see it in order to see it. Moving on. I did take notes, and I'm going to be kind of briefing through them. So if you do have any questions or comments or concerns, you can leave them down there or inbox me on my social sites. Okay, so when you decide, when you make the choice to become spiritual, you're deciding to put yourself first. You're, and I know sometimes, like when you're a mother, when you say like, "Oh my God, like I have to put myself first." Me? No, I could never. It's not selfish. It's the most selfless thing that you can do by putting yourself first, on trying to understand you, trying to figure out who you are. That is the most selfless thing that you can do in this world, is to figure out who you are, to understand who you are, to know who you are. Like, of course, you're this body. You need to get to know yourself. You need to know your likes, your dislikes. Um, you're becoming in tune with your intimate intuition. What feels right? What feels wrong? You need to know these things because some people really don't. And I still am trying to understand myself on those type of levels. So yes, it is and it is not just a one time thing. It's you're always having to get to know you, what you like, what you don't like, like things like that. That's why it's very important to know and to understand yourself. And another thing about when you begin to understand yourself, you also have to accept yourself for who you are. Like, for example, I'll just use my hair as an example. I always hated certain things about me based on what someone else told me. Like, as a kid, well, when I was younger, people used to talk about me all the time. About my hair, about the way I sound. People used to always talk about me. So what they would always say, I would like take it to heart. So I'd be like, "Oh my God, I do sound too proper to be black. I do sound um like I know it all. My hair sucks." I would really put myself down based on what that person told me. And now that I'm on this journey, I'm just learning like my hair is amazing. It's awesome. It does this little curl thing when I go to sleep on it and don't wrap it up. Like, oh my God, like the way I sound is amazing. You don't like my voice? Well, I love my voice. I love my voice. But no, seriously, on a serious level, spirituality is all about loving yourself, understanding yourself, accepting you for who you are, accepting potential flaws, and knowing that they are beautiful. And once you do that, you'll begin to develop a love and trust for yourself. And once you do that, you'll be able to do the same with others. It won't be so hard to love somebody else, to give love to somebody else. Once you have that love for yourself, it'll be like a breeze. You'll do it by nature. Okay, so this video is hitting the 16-minute mark, and I hate to take up so much time, but like I said, this spirituality is so complex. There is so much to it, and as these videos continue, we're gonna dive deeper and deeper and deeper into everything. So my first few videos are going to be about spirituality and just learning a little bit more about it each time. um and like I said, I will try to make it as simple as possible because it really is sometimes hard to understand and it can get confusing sometimes. So that's why I will try to make my videos not as short. I mean, not as, I will try to make them not too long, but not too short and not too vague. So like I said, it'd be nice if you had questions that you could ask me. That way I can do a video on it or respond to you and we can dive deep in it that way. So today's tip, well, I won't do a tip. I'll challenge you and then I'll say a tip at the end. My challenge for you today is to just take a moment and take a step back on what you normally do and just take a deep breath and really try to see the beauty in everything. Don't think about yesterday. Don't think about the future. Think about here and now. We're in this box, this here and now box. I don't think that's a box, but whatever. We're in this box, and it's called the now box. And a lot of people aren't in it because they're in the future or they're in the past. I want you to see here and now, and it's harder than you think. So that's today's challenge. That I challenge you. And I also challenge you to learn something new about yourself. What did you find out about yourself that you didn't know about? Did you find something new that you liked and you thought like, oh my God, I'd never thought in a million years that I like that? Or did you find something that you didn't like? Did you try new food? Did you like it? How did it make you feel? Today, I want you to try to get in tune with your feelings and your emotions. You don't have to really express them. I know some people feel weird about it, but like I want you to feel them for the first time, maybe for some. And so my tip for you today, and like I said, with these tips that I'm giving you, you can apply it to today, you can apply it to tomorrow, you can apply it to the rest of the week, you can apply it to the rest of your life. But today's tip is to learn to let go. That is the key to happiness. You have to learn to let go. You have to forgive things and forgive people, even though they're not sorry, even though they did it on purpose. Forgive them, even though they don't tell you that they're sorry. They don't ask for an apology. They don't ask for your forgiveness. Forgive them because that is helping you. Let go. That is the key to happiness. And that is my life tip for you today. Okay, so I think I'm going to be wrapping this video up. If you, again, have any questions, comments, concerns, hit them in the comment box. We're hitting the 20-minute mark, and I don't want to take up all of your daytime. So if you're watching this video at night, good night. If you're watching it in the morning, good morning. If you're watching it in the evening, good evening. But seriously, I don't know what I was gonna say. My brain just went dumb. But so that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it opened your eyes to just a little something, a little spark today. So that is the end of this video. I will see you guys next time to dive more into spirituality. Until next time, bye, male and female viewers. Have a good day, night, or evening. Bye.